Wicked is a movie inspired by a world-famous musical on Broadway that was inspired by a book, so to speak. I don't know much about Oz other than my dreaded reruns of the 50s classic on rainy days at school, and that one time I saw Oz the Great and Powerful. Not only do I not really understand this world, but I never really understood why anyone cared about these stories. This movie, Wicked, helped explain a lot of that to me. Wicked begins at the end of The Wizard of Oz, when Elphaba has been slain with a single pail of water. With her passing, the Ozians of this magical land celebrate her death when Glinda arrives in her bubble vehicle. After the Ozians prove this film requires a lot of musical love, Ariana Grande's Glinda singing is somewhat awful, and she looks like she's been on a no-food diet. The Ozians ask Glinda if she knew the witch, and she replies, yes, once at school.
No, it's just... you're green.
I am.
Elphaba was born due to her mother having an affair with a traveling salesman. I wonder who that could be. Because of this unknown stranger, there seems to be some interesting effects on her, like being completely green. And don't worry, if you're a person who claims you don't see any color, other characters in this story will point it out to you. Elphaba also has strength in the Force, for whenever she's upset or in a pinch, she can use actual magical powers to manipulate the world around her. Now grown up, Elphaba is tasked with taking her wheelchair-bound sister, Nezeros, half cis if you can't tell, to her first day at Shiz University. Yes, it's called Shiz. This is when Elphaba meets the obnoxious Galinda, the most prettiest and popular girl at the school. During orientation, Elphaba has one of her moments and displays her magic before the whole school. Coming in to save her, Professor Madame Morble, claiming she caused the magic, and then quickly enrolls Elphaba at Shiz. We spent a lot of time at Shiz University, learning about how different Galinda is from Elphaba, and how Elphie doesn't have any friends while Galinda is super popular. How Elphie takes her studies seriously and Galinda is almost carefree unless it comes time to doll up for the day. We meet other students, but the only one I wanted to talk about was Fiyero, a transfer student who is also a prince from Winky Country. Fiyero is a good-looking dude playing a kid, and he knows how to dance. He is also incredibly charming and heartfelt.
To be genuinely self-absorbed and deeply shallow.
Oh, please. No, you're not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be so unhappy.
Another interesting thing we learn during our time at Shiz is that there are talking animals who used to live in abundance in Oz, but something is happening where they are being silenced and even kidnapped. Here, I feel the marketing really missed the mark on this because at the heart of this conflict, it's Elphaba and Fiyero, the only humans who actually care about the safety of the animals. It's a message about animal cruelty and abuse. Eventually, Elphaba's magic has increased under the tutelage of Madame Morble, who writes to the wizard about how amazing Elphaba's powers are. By the time this happens, Elphie and Galinda have a few fights and wicked moments with each other before realizing they are actually friends and share many interests like magic and boys. This is when a letter is delivered requesting that Elphaba is to go to the Emerald City to meet the wizard. This film is actually very impressive when it comes to being just a movie. It looks amazing from the sets to the costumes to sound design because it's a musical, and the acting as well. In fact, it looks so good this film walked away with the Academy Awards for Best Costume Design and Production Design, and I can believe it. There's a musical number with Fiyero where he breaks every rule in the library, but damn, some of these stunts and moves look fantastic. There are points where I wish I knew the songs better just so I could join in at home. I give Wicked a soft 4 out of 5. The reason is because at the very beginning of the movie, when the title is shown, it clearly states Part 1. Nowhere else on the posters or official merch does it claim there will be a sequel. There will be, by the way, and it's titled Wicked for Good. First, this is half a story that is being told from the Broadway performance. It's a good opening act that can lead you into a conflict and how dicey it got so fast. But it's still half a story. I'll have to wait until the second part to really gather what the whole story is. The second thing, everybody knew this was filmed as a 2-part movie. Everybody. Go ask your little sister, and I bet she'll stare at you like you're wearing a Bills hat at a Taylor Swift concert. So why, after all of that, never advertise this as the first part? And not to name the second part Part 2, but to give it a cute subtitle. Okay, look, for me, I'm starting to believe the only way people in Hollywood know how to count is if there's a $sign in front of the numbers. Otherwise, trying to get to number 2 is just impossible. It was also kinda weird to start off with an affair, as the reason why our main character Elphaba looks green. I don't know, I thought I was watching a family-friendly show, but then there's adulterous affection being shown, and I was caught off guard. This could also just be a thing for me. For some reason, I guess I thought this was a Disney movie. Luckily, it's not, and that might have helped it succeed better off. Our 2 stars of this film, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, both talented stars from somewhat similar worlds, Grande being known for being a pop star, and Erivo being a more well-rounded actor with an amazing voice, who started doing stage plays, later evolving their career into movie roles. When these 2 are singing along with each other, you'll feel a similar energy from when the original women had their turn. But when Grande and Erivo are alone, Grande is doing something really weird with her voice. You can literally see her throat muscles tense up, almost like it's a strain to just perform. While on the other hand, Erivo is smooth and squeaky clean with her roaring voice. Just some strange casting choices here. A fun thing to point out is how very old every actor at Shiz University is. It feels like the casting director was like, I hate working with kids, so I won't cast them, and I'll just have 30-year-olds pretend instead. Shiz also gave me crazy Hogwarts vibes, and with the talking animals, I was only thinking Narnia. Silly thing here is that Oz is the older story.
So is. Such braverism.
This film is one of the best films I've seen in a long time, and it's truly beautiful to see. Now, I'm super curious. If you're a fan of the Broadway play and you love the music, how well do you think this adaptation is? Was it faithful, or did they add too much in between? I noticed not everything could be done in a theater realistically. Hey, thanks for watching. Bye.